Hello and welcome to Drafting with Jamie. We are doing another intermediate Swiss Draft League for Ethervolt and Kaladesh. Alright, so pack one, pick one. Here we are. I normally do not take a gold card pack one, pick one, but I think that might be the case here because Thopterist is a sweet, sweet, sweet card. And honestly, I'm really not excited about anything else in this pack. I love a swooper. I do. I think that's a great 2-drop. But if we're going to take a swooper, we might as well take a Thopterist. Am I right or am I right? I might be wrong. Swooper does leave us more open. That makes us go into black-blue. Instead of like trying to do, the gold card thing. But this is such a good card. And I've been doing this format so much. And I'm tired of following the rules. So I might just take Swooper, actually. Cavalry and Brawler, like, maybe on the same line. But so I'm really looking at Thopterist and Swooper here. I think this is splashable. I'm going to go ahead and take that Thopterist. I may or may not regret that. But honestly, like I said, I've drafted this set so many times. And at this point, I'm just like, I want to play the fun cards. And I have to say, Maverick Thopterist is a fun card. All right, so for this pick, I'm going to try to stay blue here. This is splashable too. It really is. So we can take Reverse Engineer and we try to stick with the improvised theme or same inventor is the same story. There's also a Destructive Tampering, which is a really good red card. I do not like Ravenous Intruder. I think it will maybe be able to do some cool things in Standard down the line, but I don't really like it for Limited at all. Because there's not as many artifacts that you want to sacrifice to make this like a real big boy, you know? So, we can take the Reverse Engineer here. I'm happy to take this card. Okay, so here, remember when I talked about staying open and being black-blue? There's the Poisoner for that. But we can take the Dockhand. The Dockhand is fine. If we're really going heavy into artifacts, Dockhand can do fun things, and it's really okay. What else is in this pack? There's a Shock. We could actually take a Shock here and be okay with it. It's decent removal. Wow, this must have been a really good pack because there's a Poisoner, a Shock, and an Eagle left, and those are all pretty decent picks. I mean, I guess people took removal over them. That's what I'm guessing. But you know what? Actually, I'm going to take the Shock here. I do like a Dockhand, but I can't really pass a Shock. Okay. See, I'm not married to blue or red yet, so just keep that in mind going into these packs. Like, I took this because it was just so much better than any other card in the pack in that first pack. All right, so we can take Drake here and be pretty happy about it. There's also 2 implements. Hopefully we wheel one of these. There's also a Crusher, but I think Drake is the pick. It's a really good 3-drop. Another Poisoner. Oh man, we could have been blue-black control. We could have been blue-black control. So sad. That's okay. Automaton is also a decent pick. It helps us improvise and it's a pretty good 2-drop. What else is here? I don't like Rebel for what we're trying to do with this deck. I don't mind Rebel in like white-red vehicles because then you can just use them to crew and stuff. It's not too bad. But let's take the 2-drop. That will help with our improvise. That's fine. But I'm feeling a little bit sad about not being black. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. All right, so here's a Caught in the Braids, which is kind of late, but people just don't really like that card as much as they should. I think it's fine removal. It's fine. I mean, there's like enchantment destruction. I get that, but it like does its job for at least a little bit. It slows the opponent down. Here's a Gear Smasher, which if we're trying to improvise, it fits in our deck, but I think we just want the Tampering. That's sort of a late Tampering-ish. It's a really nice finisher. I will take it. SRAM's Expertise for real? What? Why is that still there? Well, I'm gonna take that card. Because that's insane that it's still there. That's a really, really, really good card. That's our first pickable card. And the fact that it's here like 7th pick does not make any sort of sense to me. Plus, there's no other card that we want. We don't really want Precise Strike. We do not want Take Into Custody. So we'll take this. And we might be sliding into white because that's kind of insane. Unless there was just like, I have no reason that should still be there. I was going to try to explain that away, but I can't. It doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm gonna take a solvent here. Helps with our improvised stuff, and it is removal. I don't mind it as a card in this sort of deck. And here's where it slows down. So I guess our colors are not particularly open, so hopefully we can fight hard enough to keep them open-ish. I'll take the modification, I guess, in case we end up in white, because I really want nothing else in that pack. Okay, Watchful Automaton's fine. Ice Over is fine. We're sort of in need of creatures, and this is an artifact, so I don't hate taking the automaton here. Ice Over is a decent pickup for us. I'm gonna put this over here. I still can't believe that was there. I'm kind of freaking out about it. We can get automatons later. I'm gonna take the Ice Over. Wow. Wow. This is mildly playable, I guess. You may return. Would I ever play that? In case we end up in white or something, I'll take Conviction, which I really don't like that card either. In case we end up in white. I don't... Maybe Wrangle. I don't think we're actually going to use that in this deck. This is not a Wrangle deck. Person next to me. I'm not black. You can be black. It's fine. Everything's fine. Wow. This is like the most underwhelming start to a draft ever. Wow. And it continues. Okay. Well, I feel like I've opened this mythic like way too many times. It's like following me around and it's very sad. Okay, so we could take Giant here. We could. Or we could take another Shock. Honestly, I kind of just want the Shock. I don't really feel like Giant's going to do a whole lot of good for us until we start getting more artifacts. So I'd rather just have the removal. Giant's fine. It's really fine, but... I don't know. That's going to be a weird signal, I guess. Okay, so we could take another Reverse Engineer, which I don't think that we want. We could take Admiral if we think we're going to move into white for SRAM's expertise. I mean, at this point, I think we're, like, mostly red. Like, our blue cards are replaceable. But there's really no white cards I want here either. Like, Countless Gears Renegade is fine, but it's not exciting. God, this pack is, like, disgustingly not great for us. Am I going to run 2 Reverse Engineers? Maybe. This is just... and I don't like this card because it gets killed so easily. And we don't have any vehicles. Okay, Hungry Flames. Thank goodness. We really need that. Alright. Yeah, that's the pick. There's nothing else in this pack for us. So I think green is open. I definitely believe that we are in the wrong colors here, but it's kind of too late to do anything about it. Alright, Watchful Automaton helps with our improvised stuff. We could also take a Crusher, but I think that's actually going to be kind of hard for us to crew in this deck. So I think we're out of white again. And this is like a really effective card against some decks, but I'm not willing to pick that up that early. Gear Smasher's okay. I think I just want the Watchful Automaton, honestly. Oh boy, we're in some serious trouble. Okay, I can take the Brawler, but we need some artifacts. Like, whoa. There's a Caught in the Braids. That's nuts. I should have known that white was open when that Caught in the Braids came around super late, the first pack. Another Ice Over. There's Dawnfeather Eagle. Okay, we're... I don't want to move into red-white this late. We could, though. We probably could. I think I'd just take another Ice Over, honestly. Leave in the Dust is okay, too. Just take the Ice Over. I do not believe that we are an Invigorated Rampage deck. That could be false. I honestly think I just want the Night Market Guard as like vanilla as it is. It helps with our improvised stuff. This is a really good card though. And that's going to be really weird for signaling purposes. But I think we need to get our creature count up and our artifact count up. So that does both things, even if it's very like mediocre. Another solvent is okay, just because we have these many improvised cards. It's fine. Mobile Garrison is like, Leave in the Dust is, I'll just take another solvent. That's okay. We do need more artifacts, honestly. Oh boy, this deck is like kind of garbo so far. Garbage. I mean, maybe it's like more like recycling, because it's not like completely out of control terrible, but it's not that good. All right, so Spire Patrol, is that splashable? I think I just take the Murray here, honestly. In case we end up with like some energy synergies in the next pack, like Virtuoso, because we have like 0 fixing and we have enough issues with this deck so that I don't want to focus on having to get fixing in the next pack. I just want to focus on upgrading our creatures, focusing on curve. Yeah, we have enough to do in the next pack. I don't think fixing should be a priority. That's why I didn't take that Spire Patrol. Although, like, actually, how red are we? Maybe we could have just moved into white-blue. That's probably where we're supposed to be with the Shram's expertise. We could have splashed Thopterus and Hungry Flames. Yeah, that's probably what we're supposed to do here. This is why I hate taking a gold card, because as much as I'm like, I'm not married to this card, I kind of am, because this card is a beast. It's alright. This deck might work out. I'm only slightly concerned about it at the moment. Only mildly concerned. But definitely concerned still. Okay. All these are garbage, so I guess I'll take the Precise Strike. I feel like that has been either Volt in a nutshell, is like, there's just so many unplayable cards. So like, it's just so sad. I guess we're sort of in the wrong colors too, that's a thing. Fenholler is kind of late. It's not the route we're going. I think I just want a negate though, because Rebel is really not what we want in this deck at all. So I'll take a negate and put it in the sideboard. I'll take that and put it in the sideboard. Ugh. Leave in the Dust is playable. Okay, that's actually a nice gift. Okay. So I don't think I want to run 2 reverse engineers unless we have like an insane amount of artifacts. Because that's just, I don't know if there's such a thing as too much card draw, but oh my gosh, it's Dovin Bond. Why aren't we blue-white? No! Okay, I'm going to take Dovin and we're going to splash for him. Because, oh my gosh, and a Cloud Blazer. Wow. And we have a Ceram's expertise. Okay, can we actually just like move into blue-white now? Because we do have the Ceram's expertise and an enforcer. Wow. Wowee. Now I'm really regretting not being in blue-white, but how was I to know we were going to open a Dovin? What else do we even want in this pack? If this was not hero, what would we take? Probably the Steed, because we need artifacts and creatures, but I will take the Planeswalker. It's strong. Okay, so here we could take, gosh, I wish there was a prism here. Foundry Inspector doesn't really help us that much, besides being a 3/2 artifact creature, which is fine, honestly. It's better than like the Night Market card at this point. Like, Gremlins is fine too, but it's just never going to be like super impressive, except for like when we play Thopterist. So I honestly think we just take the Inspector just to keep our mana situation good. We could also take a Skygate if we're trying to get to late game, but that might wheel. I think I'm just going to take this. That's fine. All right. I think we're definitely red-white at this point. I mean, blue-red? Blue-red splashing for Dovin. Oh my gosh. What a nightmare. Like, I'm just super punished for not jumping into blue-white. Super duper duper punished. There's a Virtuoso though. Wow, that artwork is really weird right now. Okay. Well, this makes me feel better about my life. So I'm gonna take the Virtuoso, and now from this point on we have to get fixing and energy stuff. Okay, well, that makes me feel like a lot less bad about myself. Dovin. What are you doing, bud? Yeah, that's, I should have just taken that Seram's Expertise and said we're white now, because it's just super duper incredibly open. But that's okay, whatever, it happens. PFAL's nice. It's an artifact. It's fine. I would love a Gearsmith, but we have enough mana problems right now that I can't splash that. Is it better than Devin Bond to splash? No, because it's double splash. So no. If we were white, I would consider that for sure. Yeah, let's take the Peacock. Peafowl. Okay, we're a little creature light. That's a thing. I would love to have more artifacts for our reverse engineers. I don't think we're gonna play 2. But maybe we will. I really, really love a prism. But I don't think we're gonna get that this late because people just love that card so much. But that would be like the top of my wish list so we can splash Dovin. I actually don't know if we're gonna get to splash him because I'm not sure that I would run him with 0 fixing. But our mana's not that difficult with all these artifacts. I'm not sure. Here it is. Prism. Gotta take it. And there's pretty much nothing else we want. I would like a Quicksmith Genius, but it's not like pressing. So yeah, the Prism here. It's perfect. It's an artifact, helps with our improvised stuff, helps us let us cast Dovin. I can talk. Yay! Okay, this might be working out. We ideally would like some more 2-drops. I honestly hope that Skygate wheels. I would like some more energy stuff for Virtuoso. Stacks a hot mess. So Eager Construct is actually perfect. That's a good 2-drop. Did somebody take a land out of this pack? Oh my. That's weird. Wow, there's a Nature's Way, Daredevil, Rhino, Tidy Conclusion. That's a strong pack. But this is actually what we need, a 2-drop that's an artifact. So I think at this point we're cutting probably Reverse Engineer. Maybe Leave in the Dust. Yeah, because card draw is nice. For sure. So I guess our win cons are flyers. And if we can like eventually ultimate Dovin Bond, that would be nice. This deck. Okay, well, there's only one thing to take, and we're probably not playing that. Puzzle Knot's acceptable. There are a lot of X1s in this format. I don't hate it, and we have improvised stuff, so Malfunction and select for inspection. I wish we had more energy stuff. That's the bummer. I think I like Malfunction better than One Ice Over. Oh. Yeah, we're probably not playing Hermit, although it does give us energy for Virtuoso. I don't think we're playing 2 Puzzle Nuts, so I'll take this. We might actually play that. Okay, that's fine. Sideboard card 2. Wingsmith could actually be a thing in this deck. We do have a lot of artifacts. Okay. Well, this is by no means a dream deck, but it has removal. It has... Oh god, I wish that Skygate would have came back around. Our 2-drops are kind of a hot mess. That's okay. So we're a little late on creatures is the thing. I might actually have to run the Hermit or the Blade Master or even the Wingsmith. Let's see. Why don't you come over here? Okay. These are options. Because we are a little late on creatures. So let's see. Let's cut... Probably a Reverse Engineer. As much as I'd love to play 2, I don't think that's a good idea. We have enough 3-drops. I honestly think I'm going to play the Hermit, which is like insane. But it's a fatty and it gives us energy for Virtuoso. That's what Murray's doing too, though. I wish we had like bounce stuff. I mean, leaving the dust on our own Thopterus and Virtuoso seems really bad. Ugh. Yeah, this is not ideal by any means. Okay, so Wingsmith looks okay because we have a lot of artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 10, 11 with the Thopterus and Virtuoso. That's actually okay. I don't hate that. I think we cut the Puzzle Nut and put in a Blade Master just because I want to get my creature count up. And we bring this in against Excellence for sure. So this looks okay-ish. I mean, it's going to be a little bit tough to make this deck work, but... Oh god, this man is a hot mess. Okay, wait, we have to cut one more thing because I need to run 17 lands. So it's probably a solvent. It's probably just a solvent. Okay. And I think I have to go 8, 2, and 7. I mean, it's not that bad, honestly. We have a lot of artifact stuff, so it's probably okay. So we have 3 sources of white, 9 sources of blue, and 8 sources of red with the prism. We have card draw with Dovin and Reverse Engineer. We can scry with the Eager Construct. That's what we're missing is the scry guy. That would have been really nice, but we didn't even see any. Okay, this deck stresses me out. But it is what it is, you know? We gotta just see what we can do. Okay, so this is it. I very much regret taking this pack 1, pick 1. I should have just taken the Swooper, and then I think we would have had a pretty decent white-blue deck. Because this Ram's Expertise came so late. We had Caught in the Brights floating around real late, and I mean, we have Doten Bun, and there was the Spire Patrol. So yeah, I think that we were supposed to be blue-white in this seat, and I just blew it. So my apologies. Like I said, I've drafted this format a lot of times, and I know what I like, and I don't really particularly like blue-white. So even if that's what I was supposed to be in, I feel like I wouldn't have been happy with it. But some, you know, you gotta draft what's open. You gotta, and I paid the price for this one for sure. But it's good to see, and I hope you guys and gals learned a little something called just keep open and stay open and draft what is open and don't fall into the Thopterus trap. But honestly, the deck is okay. It's okay. It's just not as synergistic as I would like, but we have some improvised stuff going on. We have some flying. We have some removal. Like, we really could be okay. So I will submit this, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.